Good morning, Summit fam. Welcome back to the channel. And if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to receive post notifications. Sorry about it for being a little dark out. It is just before sunrise, hitting another summit on the channel. This is Mount Woodson, aka Potato Chip Rock, coming at you this morning on a little bit dark, because like I said, it's just before sunrise, and a little foggy morning, so the lake is not quite in view. But guess what? It's going to be a great morning. So let's get after it. The trailhead starts here in Lake Poway, and in Lake Poway Park, and as you guessed it, in Poway, California. The trail round trip is 8 miles round trip, and then we'll get you the elevation gain once we get to the top. But it's definitely a little bit foggy, so you kind of got like that little eerie feeling over the lake, because that's the lake right there, and you can't really see it because it's got a little foggy. But here's where the start of the trail is. Lake Poway Park is a great park for families. And basically anybody. It does. There is a fee. There's a fee to get in, unless you're active duty military, or I believe residents too. Can have free access to the park. But other than that, but it is a gorgeous park and a gorgeous lake where you have plenty of things to do. Whether it's play on the playgrounds for the kids, or rent a little boat and get out there on the water. This is definitely an amazing morning for a hike. It is nice and cool. Like I said, that fog and kind of that eerie fog off the lake, making this trail just awesome to hike on this morning. Then with this part of the trail, at least coming around the lake, it does give you a false sense of how hard this hike can be, because you have the soothing lake off to your left, and then you get to the backside, and then you'll have to make a decision whether or not you want to continue around the lake, kind of take a leisurely stroll around the lake, or take the right and get to the top. So I'll show you that, and as you can see, those are your last spot to use the facilities if you need to, before you get to the top, before you keep on going on this trail. So we'll see at the decision point. And as you continue around the lake, you're going to get some spectacular views of the lake, and then also some of the rock formations. And then there is a little gazebo that's like a little right there. That's your decision point, right? So you're going to either go to the right and make the summit, or you can continue around the lake to continue your leisurely stroll, whatever you want to do. As long as you're getting out there, and as long as you're getting out there and getting active, the decision is yours. So let's continue on, and for this video, we're gonna go to the right and go up gain the summit. All right, as we get to the top of the initial ascent, the trail starts to gradually flatten out, and this is where you're going to be able to, if you need water, please bring plenty of water on this trail, or do a lot of hydrating the day before, so you can be ready for this hike, because even right now it's getting to it's in November right now, and it is a little cool, but during the summertime this trail can get pretty hot, just like most Southern California trails. This can get up in the 90s, up in the 90s, and maybe low hundreds on occasions in this area. So please just bring plenty of water on this hike. And now we come to the top of the initial descent, or the initial ascent, and you're either going to take a right or a left. To get to the top of the mountain, you're going to take a left, because if you do take a right, it'll bring you back down to the beginning, and you definitely don't want that, especially if you're trying to get to the summit. As we make our way to what is dubbed the halfway point right now with that fog, look at that. You got like an ocean of clouds out there. It is just an amazing view. The lake would obviously be underneath those clouds, and that lake's gonna, on a clear day, that lake would be slowly disappearing as we make our way to the top. But getting above the clouds, around sunrise is just an amazing sight here in San Diego, or even San Diego County, on top, in the mountains. So let's keep it moving, and let's get to that halfway point, and then I'll show you some more features and highlights as they come up on this trail. All right, as we make our way to the halfway point, as you can see, it says Mount Woodson Trail, going that way. There's this little split off trail. Please, just use the marked trail so we don't disturb the landscape around us, because I know that in some of the trails in San Diego, a lot of people like to go off the trails, and that kind of, I wouldn't say ruins it for people, but it definitely does make the trails way different, and it could destabilize some areas of the trail, especially during the some of the rare rains that we get here in San Diego County. And now it is a clear day up here. Right now you're seeing some of the mountaintops and stuff peeking out of the clouds, peeking out of the low cloud cover down by the lake. But this morning it is gorgeous. As you get further into the trail, right just past the halfway point, you're going to come to this intersection, this little junction. You're going to want to take the left trail to, like I said, and as it says right there, 1.9 miles to the summit. Or if you want to go to Highway 67, you can take the right trail. But we're going to be taking the left trail and getting up to the summit of Mount Woodson, also known as Potato Chip Rock, as you'll see once we get to the summit of why it's called Potato Chip Rock. And right now, got this little wash area that looks like they built up a little bit, and now we're starting to get to the little, some of the switchback sections. But as you can see, it's well groomed. They've got these rock step barriers. That's for mainly erosion. So the trail doesn't erode out. So let's keep us moving, and we're gonna come up on some really cool rock formations on this trail and some other cool areas. So let's continue this video. As we continue on with this hike, you can see sun beaming off the rocks, and then there are some of these signs right here that says please stay on the trail, no shortcutting. Like we discussed earlier, does cause some erosion, especially during the rare Southern California rains that happen mainly in the winter time. It's very, very rare that you will see rains in the summertime in Southern California. And this is one cool spot that you kind of go through this little rock section. It's pretty cool. And like I said, or there in a previous video, there's Iron Mountain. That's an amazing mountain right there. We just did that in a previous video. So if you have not seen that video, I will leave a link to that video at the end of this one, so you can view that one as well. And that's an amazing hike too. So we're gonna get to the summit of this mountain. Here's another section of the trail that has some dramatic rocks and boulders that are pretty cool to walk by. And then you got some more switchbacks, you know, as we continue our way to the top of this amazing mountain here in Southern California. All right, as we get to the top of this switchback section, which, as you can tell, makes you work for it. This definitely trail makes you work for it a little bit. If you want an easier way to get to the top of Mount Woodson, there's a service road. There's a service road that goes up to the top on Highway 67, right outside of Ramona. And take a look at this. This is an amazing part of the trail. Got this cool rock for me. Little rocks right there. Little split. And still above the clouds. The clouds are starting to recede a little bit, but which is making it an amazing, sunrise hike up here, where that sun is just gorgeous as it beams off the rocks and off the landscape. If you're looking to take a rest as you continue your ascent, here would be a great spot to do that, because you got a little cliffside right here, and then you kind of got a little bit of depending on what time of day it is, you might have a little bit of shade here to protect you a little bit. So we'll so just take a rest right there, get some more water, and let's go. Once at the top of the switchback section, you're going to come to an intersection where there's a little bit of a viewpoint down 300 feet. Let's head down that one just to see what type of a view that is at this viewpoint that's 300 feet away. Let's take a look. This, wow, look at this. This is amazing. Wow, this is definitely a climb. There's the summit of Mount Woodson right there by those antennas, but just saw this junction that was said 300 feet for a viewpoint. Let's go see what this viewpoint looks like. This is going to be amazing. Woo! They're definitely not lying. This is an amazing viewpoint. So if you just take the little 300-foot jaunt down to the viewpoint that is right there, and whoa, look at this. This is so cool. Like, wow, just taking you through this whole view and this whole little mini trail within the big trail. And this is the top of that viewpoint. Wow, they are definitely not lying. This is an amazing viewpoint, but the goal is to get to the summit, and it's right there. All right, now that we're off the mini trail and back at the junction, you got the Fry Kogel or Kegel. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Don't want to butcher anybody's names. So you can go down, take that trail to the left, and or as what we're gonna do, we're gonna finish the last 1.3 miles and get to the summit. At this point of the trail, you're gonna come up on another junction where to the left there's another trail, and then to the right is Mount Woodson Trail. You know, just stay to the right, and you will continue to climb this last little bit, and then you'll get to the summit, and you'll get to enjoy the amazing views here at Mount Woodson, also known as the infamous Potato Chip Rock. This might be a long trail, so don't give up, Summit fam. You are almost there, and as you can see, right around that rock, the summit's there. It's in your grasp. So get to the top and enjoy the view. All right, so we are coming around the last little bend to reach the summit of Mount Woodson, aka Potato Chip Rock. So getting around these last few bends, and we will be there, and I will see you at the summit, fam. Welcome to the summit of Mount Woodson, and right there is Iron Mountain, which was in the last video. And then as we come around, you can see off in the distance right there is El Cajon Mountain, and then we get the famous Potato Chip Rock, and you can see why it's called Potato Chip Rock. And then off in the distance right there is Palomar Mountain, and then we come around and see just this sea of fog, right? It's the sea of cloud cover, and it is just so gorgeous. And right down there is Highway 67. There is and as I stated previously, there is another way to get up here. There is a service road that's right off of that highway right there of California 67, right outside of Ramona, California. So let's just enjoy this view for a little bit longer, and till next video, my fam. And please like, share, and subscribe to this video, and definitely hit that bell so you do not miss another video. And see you on the next trail.